Hello, wonderful Ed 20 students. Today I'm going to model thinking aloud with the TPEs. Basically, I'm going to read and share what I'm thinking about the text and what are some ways that you can take on this text, which is pretty unfamiliar. So I'll choose number 6 because I see number 6 and I see that it's a pretty chunky description. So I'm going to go ahead and read it. I know these are TPEs, so these are things that they want teachers to do. Provide a supportive learning environment for students' first and or second language acquisition. So providing an environment for students to learn how to read and speak by using research-based approaches. So not just what worked good for you 20 years ago, but what research is showing works, including focused English language development. So that's your ELD classes, if you are familiar with that. Specifically designed academic instruction in English, or SEDI. Scaffolding across content areas. So scaffolding we could think of as building background. I always think about it in math, where you first learn how to add before you learn how to subtract. And you learn how to add and subtract before you learn how to multiply and divide. So, and structured English immersion and demonstrate understanding of the difference among students whose only instruction need is to acquire standard English proficiency. So being able to proficiently speak and read and communicate in English. Students who may have identified disabilities affecting their ability to acquire standard English proficiency, and students who may need to acquire standard language English proficiency and an identified disability. So I'm thinking about your English language learners. I'm thinking about, here it identifies students with disabilities. And I think that it's important that California has identified that you will have students who have both of those needs or both of those categorizations. So not only needing to help the student acquire a new language or standard English, but also work with whatever learning difference that could be an obstacle to them. So that's my think aloud. I just read it and tried to make as many connections as I could. I'm really excited to see your think alouds.